Now, okay. Let me look now because upper floor, okay. Locked. And door. Okay, and is that door locked? It's locked, okay. So I'm a little confused about this because I should be looking at I was led to believe that the crime scene was here and I'm not finding a crime scene. And that's a little bit frustrating for me. Alright, so here we go. What does it say? Crime scene, yeah. So crime really? All of this, okay.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the Captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Right, okay. Let me do that. Let's walk on in. Ooh, log updated. Whoops. What the hell was that? What the actual F? Alright, well, here I am.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Okay, well, we flew the... Alright, well, we're out here. Alright, well, none of this is happening. What's this? Oh, okay. You're all gonna light up as we...
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It's by the quill that lasts a billion words. What's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
Who are you and how did you get here?
Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zixex, the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Okay, and how can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Okay.
That imp may be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Alright, well, let's do that. Vial. Is it stealing? Vial rack. Desk. Chair. Okay, can I not look through the looking lens?
You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has become active. Fantastic, astounding. Onward we should go.
I'm gonna have all of this stuff though. I'm robbing your whole... I'm not gonna take the mattress though. I'm taking all of your stuff. Okay, I'm taking all your vials.
More junk.
Alright, and do you have anything over here?
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away.
That's a good thing.
Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Okay, can we first discuss what we just witnessed through your looking glass?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
Okay, you believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond this portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain. If it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered. For I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery?
Really?
As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Through the portal, then.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side.
Indeed. Well, let's do it.
You first.
Me
But don't...
first.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is.
Okay, well, no.
And he's off!
And
It
he's
seems
off.
the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
The hell is this thing? Okay, I can't do anything with that. I want to, though. I need to... Okay, what am I... I wish I could see distance. I wish I could see in the distance. I want to know what's here. I know it ends, but ends in what? Okay. What are you guys? Alright, well, it looks like I'm not going to get anything out of this. I want to explore, but it doesn't look like there's any actual reason to. Kind of, heartbreaking for an RPG guy, because you want your exploration to matter, and it just looks like this doesn't do anything. It just looks and feels like this doesn't lead anywhere. I have to see. Alright, this one isn't nearly as bad, it's not as far, so. Alright. But still doesn't lead to anything. Alright, cool. We'll go see what the imp is up to. Okay, we got a lot going on here, though. Wow. This thing. This looks amazing. Okay, coal basket. Anything over here? This one's not lit up. That one is. I don't know what the hell is going on here. This is amazing. Coal basket. Alright. Can't go in there. Can't go up here. I want to know what that is. Vase. Nothing. Vase. Nothing. Vase. Nothing. Vase. Okay. To a grenade maker, fuses are an abundant pleasure. Fuses to be bought, fuses to be found. Okay. I don't know why they had to make a poem out of that, but they did. Alright, let's go on. He went this way. Okay, we've got nothing over here. Same over here. Let's go talk to him.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
It was a stone, a strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Riverland to this place among the stars.
A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work.
Okay.
Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
If these stones can heal history, we must seek them out.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, There will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the Void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
My log has been updated. Alright.
Would it be, Source Hunter? Do tell. The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the Void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Okay, the Weaver of Time said that our finding Starstones helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
I have some questions for you.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot!
If I'm supposed to search for Starstone, it would be handy to know where to start looking.
Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the Tapestry of Time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent.
Okay, I still don't understand how Starstone and the Void are related. The Void's
Neither do
related.
I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the Void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission?
You say you are the imp historian, but you seem to be more than a mere imp and more than a mere historian.
Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword, and even then I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course I have a price for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those star stones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever.
Don't you find it somewhat lonesome being the sole chronicler of time?
Lonesome observing the frontier of creation? Surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore? Lonesome being privy to all that has been and all that is? Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago.
I'll take my leave.
Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Yes, time is, you need hardly remind me, but you've received a rune that allows you to quick travel. Press options to access the game menu and select waypoint to instantly access all available waypoints. Alright, so I very much wanted to say...
Time, the weaver of history, I am your biggest fan.
I wanted to...
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Yeah, I was going to say that even then, he didn't need to say everything he said right there, you know?
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
There are more questions I have for you.
Ask and I shall answer, if I can.
Who are you really?
I am the Weaver of Time. As I have told you, though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell.
Why is Starstone so important, and why does it react to me and my colleague alone?
Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet, a hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
This may sound silly, but aren't you lonely out here?
Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out, unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul.
If I understand correctly, am I not all featured? I am not at all featured on the canvas of time?
Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed.
Okay, I've heard this place called the End of Time. Is that what it is? No more, no less?
What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the star stones will tell us. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends.
You could have just said you don't know.
I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever.
How can I redeem myself if, as you say, I'm not even part of it?
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creation. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
Okay, well, that was that. Do you have anything I can read? Assortment of books? Okay, nothing. Vase? Nothing. Nope. And I'm gonna go over here to this assortment of books. Okay, light golden cup.
What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart?
Vase.
Why?
No.
Nothing. Of
Alright,
course.
so that's
The great
that.
absence of
Now,
all
how do I
that
leave?
even the gods cannot comprehend.
I think, do I leave that way?
For the finality of dictating time.
Okay, how do I leave? Alright, do I leave by using an item? Log. Okay. Okay. Day one. Okay. We also, okay, our mission is fine. Okay, we can leave and go, come and go as we please. Okay, but how do we go? Wolf of Shadows, Staff of Magus. What do I have Staff of Magus? Let's go inventory. Okay. I'm a bit confused. Alright, Brother John. Do I do it from here? Quick save, waypoints. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Sicil Harbor. Okay, that's how I do that. Okay. Now, before I get out of here, I'm gonna look through my equipment again, see what I got. Alright.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm.
Okay.
I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Let us do so indeed. I would greatly value Zigzag's agent's advice.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer's spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
How did you find out Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around.
Really?
The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Okay, why is it so particularly nice for us to have found shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
I wonder, do you put an absolute credence in the words of Zigzag's time? Void, the looming end?
Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
How did you become Zigzag's agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Alright. And that is going to be the end of this episode. I'll thank you now for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. However, I'm just going to read this first. We've just received a teleporter pyramid. These pyramids are linked to each other and always come in pairs. Open your inventory and use the pyramid to teleport to its pair. Understood. Alright. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.